and transition the Republican Party from the old guard to the new regime, led by the likes of Breitbart, Drudge, and InfoWars with Alex Jones. But as we'll see, this new regime is in just as much danger to be used by the Antichrist spirit as any other. In fact, they're in more danger, I think, because they claim to be fighting against the New World Order and Satan. Now, back in 2011, I published a documentary called Age of Deceit, Fallen Angels, and the New World Order. In that film, I actually quote Alex Jones from his documentary, Endgame. Alex Jones, in his film Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, summarizes the sacred mission of the global elite as, quote, to have a two-class system where the underclass are forced to live as slaves in tiny enclosed cities, while the elite enjoy the land of the earth, evolve into superhumans with the aid of implantable technologies, live eternal lives, and travel the cosmos. This is the promise given to the inner members of the New World Order and the agenda of the Bilderberger Group, end quote. The thing is, I mostly agree with that statement. And it seems that Alex Jones understands that to have life extension, to live eternal lives, to travel to the cosmos, that this is a promise given to the inner members of the New World Order. So it should come as a surprise to hear what Alex Jones says in this little clip, where he is responding to people who are accusing him of being part of the establishment.
I didn't fight all these years to become the establishment. If I was in the establishment and had this size audience, I would be bringing in less money than I am. Let me just talk to you from a sociopathic level, because maybe some of you establishment folks are sociopaths. Let me explain something. When everybody sells out, there's not a market in selling out. I never knew that until I've been involved with this. I just instinctively didn't sell out because I hated tyranny and gangs and thugs. But we built this empire that's only exploding from here because we're true, because we're real. I don't want to be on your red carpets. I don't want to be around Hollywood. I was already offered all these major Hollywood roles. In fact, I've been in some big Hollywood movies. I'm told that I'm in all sorts of movies now because, sure, they call up, want to license my voice for something. I do it just as a way to piss on them, just to show our domination. And a lot of the folks that are fans, they've been under control. They've been under globalist domination as well, and they're breaking out of it. But I mean, one of my most sincere relishes is to be invited to, be at the Academy Awards in the main area with a bunch of stars and go to a party with them after and just say, you know what? I got other business to do. I'm not trying to be the establishment. I'm not trying to join with a bunch of old hunchback globalists and go to these stupid white tie dinners. I want to change the world. I want my progeny to go to the stars. I have a destiny. I have a vision. Just like my ancestors on the Mayflower. Just like people that wanted to build the new Atlantis. New Atlantis. New Atlantis.
So what is the New Atlantis?
When our founders declared a new order of the ages, they were acting on an ancient hope that is meant to be fulfilled.
I believe, and if you read esoteric wisdom philosophers and teachers and so on, this ancient hope is the idea that there has been a plan, an ambition contained within secret societies for thousands of years to resurrect the lost empire of Atlantis. And for those who don't know, the whole idea of the new Atlantis and the New World Order and the New Order of the Ages are, if you read the writings of these societies, they are all one and the same thing.
Now notice Chris Pinto said that the New World Order and the New Atlantis and the Ancient Hope are all one in the same. So why is Alex Jones suggesting that this new regime is bringing about a new Atlantis?
Learn what it is. Learn about Francis Bacon. I already knew all this before I learned about Francis Bacon because it's genetic. I want to trailblaze. I want to build. I want to go to the stars. I want life extension. I want a fair shake. I want to see you beautiful and strong and upright. I want to smash the parasites, the Skeksis of the New World Order. And I'm here to do it. And I'm just one man, but there's millions of us of every race, color, and creed who have the light of liberty in our gut, in our heart, in our spirit, in our blood, and we're not going anywhere. We're only getting stronger. And Donald Trump, to the globalist horror, is only one manifestation of that. The Ray Kurzweils and the Googles of the world, and the Microsofts with their eugenics programs, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and the suicide nets at the Apple factories, just because you pose and say you're liberal and egalitarian doesn't mean it's the case. You thought you'd dehumanize us and enslave us? You thought you'd create big corporate combines and end free will and make us your board? Good luck. Good luck. You're failing in Brexit, you're failing in Russia, you're failing here, and it's only the beginning. This is only the baby steps. This is only pulling Excalibur from the stone. And if Trump doesn't use it, others will take it up who have the rightful right to pick it up, and you will be destroyed. And that's why you've been trying to dumb us down and keep us feeling weak all along, because you know you're weak and you're ugly inside and you worship your father. I understand. We worship ours. So get ready. From the front lines of the information war, I'm Alex Jones, building the new world, building the new system, moving forward. Not part of your establishment, but part of the animating contest. And that's why I always leave you with this. If you're watching or listening to this and it touches your heart and soul, if you feel as I feel, never forget that they can't stop us. And to quote V, ideas are bulletproof. And if you're a part of this, you are the resistance.
And why does he end the rant here with a reference to V for Vendetta, a film that everybody believed was the mask that symbolized protest against the tyrannical government, but in reality was based on Guy Fawkes, a Jesuit agent sent on behalf of the Pope in an attempt to stop the spreading of Protestantism in Europe, which were the real cornerstone of true godly liberty, freedom, and justice. These ethics and morals that come from the one true God, not from government. So there's an inconsistency with Alex Jones's message in that the very thing that he was fighting against, now he's promoting. Perhaps it's part of the plan, perhaps he is part of the New World Order system, and this whole thing is a coup. Still, I'm going to try to remain optimistic and say that he does do better reporting than the mainstream media. That's true. And I think he does touch on a lot more truth than what's out there generally. But the ultimate message here is one that has become highly charged politically. So I want folks, especially if you're a Christian, to take a deep breath, step back, and observe this from the eternal perspective, especially relating to Bible prophecy, because Jesus is very specific in his warning about the end times that the deception is going to be very powerful and that it is going to be central to deceiving the church.